Hi, this is some of my Chewbaccas that I've got loose graded. I think I've got one more, which is the other Spanish figure, which is the circle foot. This one I've just unboxed, the one at the back, that's the floating D, which I bought one earlier this year and it went missing in the post. So I got my money back though. So this is a replacement of sorts and paid the same price. So that's the floating D PBP figure. This Chewie here is the Hong Kong translucent bowcaster. It's graded 85, Hong Kong COO, figure 80, paint 85, and they describe his bowcaster as translucent. I think the torso and the limbs are quite, the colour difference between the colours is quite different to when you compare it to the others. These limbs have almost got a greenish tinge to them, but this is your standard Chewie figure, Hong Kong COO. There's a Taiwan, there's a Glass Lighty, there's an Argentine Top Toys. There's so many variants with Chewie, so you can go on to variant villain and find out about all the different Chewbaccas there are and all the different COOs. I mean, for the Spain there's the two PBP variants, which is the floating D and the circle foot, plus there must be a POC as well. There's a Lili Ledy, which this one is, the Glass Lighty, and the Top Toys, as I just said, Taiwan COO, Noku. So there's quite a lot of variations you can find with the Chewbaccas. I mean, the variants are quite subtle, the differences. I mean, probably the one that would be the most different would be the Top Toys, then the Glass Lighty. But not bad, that's a UKG 85. This one, which I just got, is a floating D PPP, figure at 90%, paint 85%, so it's high grade. Got the darker bowcaster there, but as you can see with the limbs and the torso, there's no colour difference like with the Hong Kong. It's got quite pronounced colour difference, and obviously the figures are more lighter brown colour. It's a lot darker. I mean, both got quite large pupils, very blue. I mean, the paint on this figure is a lot neater on the mouth, whereas his mouth's got quite a lot of overspray there. But it's nice to examine figures up close. There's also variations with the colour of the pouch. There's ones that are described as a sort of aubergine, or, you know, I mean, it's almost an art form studying all these different figures. And then this one is the Mexican version, which is the Lili Ledy. This one's an 80. So Lili Ledy Noku, figure 75, paint is 85. I mean, he probably looks quite a lot like the PBP version. I think maybe the pouch on the Lili Ledy is a bit more, got a more greenish hue to it. The bowcaster looks a bit lighter in colour as well. Eyes, the pupils are certainly smaller. Looks like the Spanish version's been eating lots of ice cream. But it's nice to look at all these variations. Older style case with the, I've got to sneeze. Blimey, excuse me. Right, so that's your Spanish version, Mexican and Hong Kong. Then there's the Taiwan. I do have the Top Toys Argentine version on card. That's a really old video though, on YouTube. I mean, I guess the starting point is looking at the back of the legs and seeing what it says. This has got like 2 lines, so it's got GMF 1977 Hong Kong, no made in. You can make it out there. So that's your Hong Kong CRO. Well, obviously there's probably variations of that. This just says, this is the Spanish version. GMEF GI 1977. And there's just the D there. You can see the floating D just beneath the main bit of writing. I don't think you can really make it out though, but there is a little floating D. And then with the circle foot, it's got a couple of pronounced circles on the insides of the feet, towards the toes, on the soles of the feet. It's a nice pickup there. Got it for a good price, I believe. And then let's look at the Lili Ledy CRO that's got. I can hardly see it in my. So it's got GMFG, really small, 1977. So no CRO mark or country of origin. You can see the colour of the pouch. And then let's look at this pouch here. Much darker on the Spanish figure. And then the Hong Kong. Just standard brown colour, dark brown. So I guess maybe down the line get some more of these figures. I've definitely got the float circle foot as well, and that would have been reviewed this year. So those are my 3 Chewbaccas I've got in hand. I mean, the circle foot might be here, it might be somewhere else, but those are my 3 Chewbaccas. So this would be the Ledy. So these were made in Mexico. The Spanish figure made in Spain, but often found on Palatoy cards and stuff like that, tri-logos and stuff. And then the Hong Kong with the translucent bowcaster, or more greenish. So this could be an earlier figure, much earlier. Anyway, 3 Chewies. I mean, his mouth is so white. I mean, there's so much overspray with the paint, with the Spanish figure. So here you've got the Hong Kong and the Mexican figure. I think the blue in the Hong Kong's a much darker blue. Yeah. And the brown on this one's lighter, and there's more of a difference between the limbs and the torso. These 2, I mean, mainly the overspray. Eyes are much bigger on the Spanish figure as well. It's more overspray. The Ledy figure's a lot neater. I mean, bandoliers are quite nicely painted on both. They're a similar colour as well. Don't know if you can see both coups. It's just the 1977 GMF of G, floating D left there, and then the Mexican CRO. Pretty cool. Yeah, nice to see. Prefer the new case, I guess. Yeah, I like the way the weapon's displayed on that. But it's obviously costs more to grade figures now. Anyway, time to stop waffling. 10 minutes, so time to say cheers, goodbye, bye.